Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My topic of today's lecturette is Article 370. So, during independence, India got 552 princely states, and among them, only 549 joined and 3 refused to join. And those 3 were Hyderabad, Jammu and Kashmir, and Junagadh. So, on 26th October 1947, Jammu Kashmir joined India with the instrument of accession, and at that time, our Constituent Assembly was drafting constitution. So they mentioned Jammu and Kashmir as the Article 370 with temporary, transitional, and special provision that grants special autonomous status to the state of Jammu and Kashmir. So the things that were under Article 370, the first thing was the people of Jammu Kashmir would be having their own constitution and own flag. The other thing was that the state Jammu Kashmir's state government will make laws on all matters except finance, defense, communication, and external affairs. And the third thing was that outsiders or the external would be restricted with the citizenship or the ownership. Now the current scenario is that on 5 August 2019, a bill was passed that was Jammu Kashmir Reorganization Bill, and when it became Act, Article 370 along with Article 35A got removed, got scrapped. And so Article 35A talks about the permanent residential of Jammu and Kashmir. So now there are many benefits of many benefits of removal of the Article 370 and Article 35A. So that are, the first thing is that now people of Jammu and Kashmir will be lack of constitution, their own constitution and the own flag. There will be now one flag and one constitution, that is of India. The second thing is that the central government now will be having more control on the terrorist activities that is going on in Jammu and Kashmir. And the third thing is that it will open doors of the opportunities and the development for the people of Jammu and Kashmir that were already deprived of the education or social development or the economy. And the third thing is that fourth thing is that now the central government can establish schools, universities, colleges, and the hospitals too. And there was one news in recent that AIMS is now going to be established in Jammu and Kashmir. So, and the other thing is that the other benefit is that it will boost tourism sector also. So according to me, I support scrapping of the Article 370. Thank you.
A very good afternoon to everyone. I, Shreya Hedao, stand before you to speak on topic Article 370. So, Article 370 of Indian Constitution gave a very special status to the state of Jammu and Kashmir in terms of its autonomy and also its ability to formulate the new laws regarding the permanent settlement of residents. On June 2019, the President of India passes this order, the Constitutional Order 2019. So there were many modifications were made in this Article 370 by the Government of India itself. So if we talk previously about this article, the background of this article, it was on October 17, 1949. This article was added to the Constitution of India, and it was a temporary provision. So it exempted the Jammu and Kashmir and also permitting them to have their own constitution law, and also restricting the parliament legislature force of the state. So basically there are three key changes that were made in this order. So the first one is the Constitutional Order 2019 was replaced by the Presidential Order 1954. The second one is there is a two new UTs were made from the one state, that is the UT of Jammu and Kashmir and the UT of Ladakh. And the third one is that the special status which were given to the people of Jammu and Kashmir will no longer be given. For example, their dual citizenship, and they have their own constitution, that will no longer be there. And even their own flag and their own anthem will no longer be there. So why there is a need of change for all this in Article 370? So Article 370 was added to Indian Constitution as an autonomy to the Jammu and Kashmir people. It also contributes the gap between the Jammu and Kashmir and the rest of the nation.